Joining us now is Williams trading analyst Sam Poser. We're going to talk, Sam, about Nike, and I'm very interested in your sell rating. But first, on the Supreme Court decision, how much do you think is baked in here to these stocks if we do see a big reduction in consumer spending by key demographic?
Well, I think that probably not as much as people think, and I think it's exceptionally important for companies to really have to get focused. As one of my friends in the footwear industry said, it's a funnel out there, and if you're not in the funnel, people, even when things are okay, are sort of caring less. While so you have to be like really just focused on your consumer. That consumer has to know it, and if you're outside of a funnel, nobody's going to care, and that's probably going to get worse because of this. But if you got it going right, there's no reason why customers still aren't going to come to you.
Who doesn't have it going right?
Well, I mean, I think that anybody who's using a variation of a push model, and I mean, that can get us into Nike. I think that Nike's decision to, I can't quite figure out what happened. The question wasn't answered on the earnings call as to why they're back in Macy's and with apparel and DSW with footwear. They left in 21 because they were regarded as undifferentiated retailers. And as far as I'm concerned, that means that they weren't accretive to the Nike brand. And now all of a sudden they're back in. Does that mean that they're now accretive to the Nike brand? I want to know what changed. They say, we go through all this all the time. The question was asked on the earnings call, and I don't believe they answered it. And if Nike, who has always had a pull model as a tenet to their success, is starting to push, that's not good for them. And some other checks we've done have said that, especially in the more moderate channel where they're going in, that there's not a whole lot of great product out there. So these retailers aren't writing those big orders, so I think Nike had to sell more stuff, and that's why they're selling into Macy's and DSW starting, I guess, in October or so, which I think is going in absolutely the wrong direction.
You didn't get any commentary on the call yesterday about anything other than the fact that the brand is doing really well. They talked about the growth opportunities and some stats on Jordan, what they're seeing in China, even in North America. Do you really have questions about the Nike brand resonance right now?
No, I think that I think that right now it's okay, but if the push happens and we're seeing that puts them down a bad direction. I think that, Jordan is fine. I mean, but they talked about the Jason Tatum shoe. It's done okay, but a lot of the product that's done so well has been promoted of late, especially, those less expensive items. And so it's easy to drive sales on, when your product's on sale, and it's harder to drive full price selling. I think China's a little different. China's doing well. They really, it's coming back, from where it was, and there's probably some pent-up demand there, but we'll have to see how that plays out on a momentum, down the road. I was never making this call in regard to China. It's really in regard to North America.